Now let's take a look at what's going on around the world. Tensions are high across the globe as things have taken a turn for the worse at the epicenter of the Syrian civil war. After nearly 200 airstrikes ravaged the war-torn city of Aleppo, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry is threatening to cut off all ties with Russia until the bombardment ends. The widespread bombings come after the United States and Russia agreed on a ceasefire earlier this month. Doctors Without Borders, an international charity that supports every hospital in eastern Aleppo, reported that doctors in those areas received more than 270 bodies and 800 wounded patients in the last week. Sticking with the fight against ISIS, the U.S. and Iraq have agreed on a plan that could send about 500 additional American troops into Iraq in the coming days. The Iraqis seek assistance in the battle to retake Mosul from the Islamic State. The plan was under discussion for some time, according to a U.S. defense official, but President Barack Obama and Iraqi Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi have agreed on the details. This is supposed to be the final addition of American troops into Iraq, as there are currently more than 4,500 troops there, just shy of the maximum amount. While the situation in the Middle East has escalated, terror is a clear and present danger in Europe as well. The German city of Dresden has increased security after two bombings on Sunday evening. The explosions, one at a mosque and the other at a conference center, came within just minutes of each other. No one was injured in either attack, both of which were caused by homemade devices, according to police. All Muslim institutions in Dresden are now under increased surveillance, and the bombings come ahead of next weekend's German Unity Day, which marks the 26th anniversary of the reunification of East and West Germany. Global leaders, including President Obama, will gather in Jerusalem on Friday for the funeral of former Israeli President and Prime Minister Shimon Peres. Peres was one of the last living members of a generation of Israeli politicians that had been there since the birth of the nation in 1948. He won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1994 for his role in negotiating the Oslo Peace Accords with the Palestinians a year prior. Former U.S. President Bill Clinton witnessed the signing of those accords at the White House and tweeted today, quote, "I will miss Shimon Peres, my brilliant and eloquent friend. His life was a blessing to all who strive for peace," end quote. Peres was 93. Coming up next on NCC News at 4:45, a full 5-day forecast.